Hey, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are doing well. Definitely enjoying these Morissette reaction breakdowns. I definitely am doing them. I hope you guys are enjoying them also. Here we're doing one of my favorite songs, honestly, at the moment. Driver's License is one of my top songs at the moment. I've said it a couple times on all the different Driver's License breakdowns. So actually, this is a kind of cool thing because we're bringing the Olivia Rodrigo fans with Driver's License, and we're also bringing the Morissette fans together. Actually, that's actually good for her, and also that I just realized that's a pretty cool idea here on this channel. So hope you guys, welcome to everybody. That being said, I'm definitely enjoying it. This is one of my favorite songs at the moment. I've done a couple covers of it. I just think it's really well written. I think it's really well executed too. Like it's one thing to be a good song, and it's one thing to be a good production, but when they mesh together, it becomes a really good, really great song. So that being said, we're doing Morissette's cover of it. I watched like 4 seconds of it before I even discovered Morissette, before I had reacted to anything. I just typed in her name and I saw that this came up, like, oh sick, that's pretty cool. And I realized it was a cappella, so I was like kind of hesitant because me being a musician myself, like I don't have a ton to add when it's just like a comment on, when it's just a cappella stuff. Different from Pentatonics because the way they produce and stuff, but I'm gonna do my best to comment on it. I hope you guys enjoy it. Let me know if you want to see more of this stuff or what you want to see, and if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing, and if you're not new, thank you for sticking around. I appreciate all your support. Let's see what we got.
I got my driver's license last week, just like we always talked about. 'Cause you were so excited for me to finally drive up to your house. But today I drove through the suburbs crying 'cause you weren't around.
So a couple seconds in, I like the rawness of this. It sounds like they added some sort of background noise to it to give that distinct kind of raw feel to it, because that microphone is a very, very top-notch microphone. It's a very expensive microphone. I don't exactly remember the name off the top of my head. It's some sort of condenser microphone. Condensers are different than dynamic microphones. Condenser microphones, I guess they will have some stuff to add. I'm always concerned about that sometimes when I do new stuff. I'm like, I don't know if I'll be able to add anything, but I sneak and like to talk, so I always find stuff. I do like the fact that this is a really nice microphone. I don't remember the name off the top of my head, but I've seen it in a lot of videos, and it's definitely a pricier microphone. That being said, I also like the fact that they filmed it right in front of this window, giving this just even more moody kind of feel to it. Oh, I also wanted to comment on the fact that she changed up the melody. She slightly differentiated the melodies, which is kind of cool, kind of making it her own.
And you're probably with that blonde girl who always made me doubt. She's so much older than me. She's everything I'm insecure about. Yeah, today I drove through the suburbs.
You can hear that vocal fry, that vocal cry, which is a new phrase that I just learned about, because I've always heard it and I just never really knew what it was called. But definitely you can hear it in this song a bit.
'Cause how could I ever love someone else? And I know we weren't perfect, but I never felt this way for no one.
Vibrato is perfectly matched for this song. Vibrato, if you don't know, that's that like that no one, that like I didn't do a good example right there, but what it is it's the fluttering of notes. It's actually vibrating between. It comes from the vibrating of vocal cords, and as the air passes through your vocal cords, and it creates that that fluttering between two pitches, and it's a very distinct tone and timbre, but it's called vibrato.
This way for no one, and I just can't imagine how you could be so okay now that I'm gone. 'Cause you didn't mean what you wrote in that song about me.
So I appreciate the rawness in this. Like, you can tell like that she just filmed it right there and is not editing or stuff, because listen to, so in the studio, if she was recording this in the studio, she probably would be along to a click track, which is the metronome, the 1 2 3 4 1 2. But listen to how it speeds up in the chorus right here.
Now that I'm gone, 'cause you didn't mean what you wrote in that song about me.
See, Road was a little earlier than if you were actually on the click track. It probably would have been a little farther back. It's just got a little rushed right there, which is totally fine. Every musician does that. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying that I appreciate the rawness in it. It creates this even more raw feeling of the song.
Cause
And it
you
shows you that
said
it's
forever,
live.
now I drive alone past your street. And all my friends are tired of hearing how much I miss you, but
A lot of reverb, man.
I kind of feel sorry for them, cause they'll never know you the way that I do. Today I drove through the suburbs and pictured I was driving home to you.
So I'm curious. I'm always curious how other artists decide to do reverb. So this is a ton of reverb here. It doesn't bother me too much. Sometimes I think I'm a reverb junkie. I like using reverb a lot, but sometimes I feel like things can be too much, or I feel like sometimes it could be more. This case, I think it's a good amount, but it's a very wide reverb actually. So listen to when she's singing. It's actually pretty, like her voice is right in the center, but the reverb's pretty far in the whole stereo spectrum.
And I know we weren't perfect, but I never felt this way for no one.
Nice vocal fry. That could also, by the way, be a great way to like produce. As I'm speaking to you, I kind of had this idea I want to implement in my own music is if you're recording and you want to really do a nice amount of reverb, I'd have to figure out the way. I don't exactly know off the top of my head. I'd have to do a little research. But if you want a lot of reverb, and you could put, what you could do is you could push the reverb, but take it out in the center of the mix and essentially pan the reverb to the left and right ear. So you would have your vocal in the center, but the reverb coming out the sides. So what you're hearing is, yeah, the vocals in the whole picture of the center, but you really, it doesn't take away from the vocal in the center. It really just adds to it in the sides and really fills up the sound. I gotta look into how to do that. That'd be very interesting. If you guys, by the way, do enjoy this music production stuff, definitely consider checking out the Patreon. I'm on there. I post a whole bunch of different stuff related to music production and going more in depth. I have a regular Patreon and I also have an international Patreon. Just look through the bio or the description of this video. I have both, depending on where you're located, and the pricing structure is different depending on where you're located. So regular Patreon, international Patreon. Also, if you're already a musician and want to release your own music and haven't yet, or already have released your music and want to release more stuff or change it, I highly recommend checking out DistroKid, who I personally use to release my music. They get your music out there super fast. You keep 100% of the royalties, and you can save 7% on your first year releasing music through them. So definitely consider DistroKid. You can put your music on all major platforms, including TikTok, which is actually pretty cool. Definitely consider DistroKid. Link in the description. Save 7%.
And I just can't imagine how you could be so kind. Now that I'm gone,
There's that vocal
no,
fry.
you didn't mean what you wrote in that song about me.
I'm curious what's your opinion on it. Is it too much reverb? Do you like that reverb? I want to know what your opinion
As
is.
you said forever, now I drive alone past
Nice. Listen to that.
me. Cause you said forever, now I...
That was a cool little ad. Very minor, but details like that add a lot to the song. Cause you said forever. You said forever. She actually went up and said, you said forever, but I drive alone past. You said forever. I like those little tiny little shifts.
I drive alone past your street.
I like this 8mm film kind of idea.
Red lights, stop signs. I still see your face in the white cars, front yards. Can't drive past the places we used to go to, 'cause I still really love you, babe.
Nice, adding that ooh in there. Nice. Okay, cool. So I want to talk about this. I was very curious to see how she's going to do the bridge in a bunch of different ways. One thing I kind of do wish she did is what Olivia Rodrigo does is she slides up. Red light, stop sign. She's sliding up. It's almost like she's shooting a basketball and the basketball's going like this. She's sliding up. Red lights and sliding back down. Red lights, stop. Where Morissette's kind of just hitting the notes, and I actually prefer. I gotta be honest. While her voice is unbelievable, I do prefer the sliding of notes. I think it just adds a little bit more emotion. But I also found it very unique. Like, so when I covered this song, I said, red light, stop signs. I still see your face in the white flag. But whatever she said, whatever the lyrics go, and then, 'cause I still really love you, babe. And that's what she did. And I'm surprised that what did she say? When Olivia did the Jimmy Fallon, when she changed the lyrics, she goes, 'cause I still cause I still, what did she say? She said something different. I don't remember off the top of my head, but cause I still, I don't remember. I apologize, but she didn't say really, and I was really actually surprised because I just felt like really fit really well. Obviously, that she put really here. I also appreciate that she's put that there. I don't know. I think that I prefer. I don't know. Whatever. That's whatever. Who cares? But I like that. I think that's cool. But I was very surprised that Olivia didn't do really, and she did something else.
Sidewalks we cross.
There you go. See how she kind of slid up to that weed cross?
Sidewalks we cross.
See, I like that.
I hear your voice in the traffic. We're laughing over all the noise. God, I'm so blue. We're so through.
Nice.
But I
Nice.
still really love you, babe.
Nice. Change it up. I like when artists change up the song and they make it their own and don't do the same melody. I like
And
that.
I know we weren't perfect, but I never felt this way for no one. And I just can't imagine how you could be so okay now that I'm gone.
Nice.
'Cause you didn't mean what you wrote in that song about me.
Nice. How see she about me? That was cool.
'Cause you said forever, now I drive alone past your street. You said forever, now I drive alone past your street.
She's great, man. I really like this, and I think that this is a cool rendition of it. I have a feeling that that was a sample, though, at the end. Like, throughout this whole song, you hear that the car's moving. I have a feeling that was the added after the fact. I don't think that microphone picked it up, especially the fact that you hear that truck in the right ear. But I like that they added it. It created a nice rawness to it. I hope you guys enjoy this. As always, you can leave a comment if you have not, or if you have not already. But if you have not subscribed, also definitely consider subscribing. If you're a musician and want to release your own music, definitely consider DistroKid. I personally use them. I think that they're a great asset to have in your tool belt. Definitely consider it. I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great Restituto day. God bless and peace out.